what we liked about movies. Okay? So, a movie that we would enjoy. Give us back then some muscle-bound freak shooting a bunch of people who we couldn't pronounce the names of. Yeah, I know. It ain't right nowadays, but goddamn, if it wasn't fun to us back then. Violence and comedy was the key to get a 10 out of 10 from me and the B. I'm serious. And we weren't those kind of kids who dished out 10 out of 10 to just anything. You know, we had principles. You know, we rated games from 1 to 10. We had 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s and 10s. You know what never got a 10? Foreign language films. Why? Reading. Yeah, you guessed right. More reading. You know what also would never get out of 10? Black and white films. Why? You guessed it. Couldn't see the color of the blood. Dramas. You guessed it. Talking. Not enough shooting. But give me an Arnold Schwarzenegger film where he wields 2 laser guns that make no sense whatsoever, and he blows up a truck and walks like a badass and can't get hit by a million flying bullets. Oh yeah, that movie's getting at least an 8.5 to a 9. And let me just run off to you some of the 10 out of 10s that we got in terms of the comedy section, right? It wasn't just action, comedy as well. You make us laugh, and you feel like you hit a certain peak of laughter, right? If we laughed at a certain level, right? Like, it's almost like there was a meter in us that rated a scale of 1 to 10. You make us laugh, ah! Then it gets like, 5 or something. You make us laugh, ah! You make us laugh till we're about to die. You're getting a 10. And the whole movie didn't have to make us laugh to get a 10 out of 10. It could have just been one segment of the film. And we're like, this movie gets a 10 out of 10. So, one of our 10 out of 10s, which I do regret now because, of course, my tastes have changed since then. But I don't have regrets. I'm not mad at young GEEP. But one of the 10 out of 10s we used to have, just for the sake of comedy, Zoolander. The original Zoolander. Good movie. Not a 10. Another film that we just give a 10. Oh, we had so many 10 out of 10s. At least 40 different 10 out of 10s. We liked Commando. Again, Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you can't go wrong with that. Commando was a 10. Predator was a 10. These are the Arnold films I'm noticing. I'm listing off right here. Here are some comedies. Mrs. Doubtfire was a 10. Comedy's sake. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Go figure. Robin Williams dressing up. Now, that's not what cracked us up. I think we just had a soft spot for Robin Williams. Because you know what another film we gave a 10 out of 10 was? Yeah, any of you remember the movie with Billy Crystal and Robin Williams? Any of you remember the film Father's Day? Of course you don't. Because it sucked. That's why. That's why you don't remember that movie. Why did we give that movie a 10? I can give you 2 reasons why we gave that son of a bitch movie a 10. We gave that movie a 10 because of one goddamn quote that cracked us up. Again, the laugh-o-meter. And because of mime abuse. Because a mime got pushed in the movie. And it looked funny. And we looked at each other and we're like, this film's a 10. If you think Zoolander's not a 10, Father's Day shouldn't even be brought up in the discussion of 10 out of 10 movies. And yet here it is today because of our lovely childhood of enjoying comedy or action.